Look through the rain-streaked window of a luxury car, and you will see a strange, striking paradox that completely challenges our modern definition of success. Inside the car sits a billionaire, dressed in a custom-tailored suit, wearing a watch that costs more than a family's annual income. He has power, status, and millions of dollars resting in his bank accounts. Yet, his face is etched with deep anxiety, his eyes are heavy with chronic exhaustion, and his heart is racing with a chaotic web of endless corporate worries. Right outside his window, on the hard, cold, and unforgiving concrete of a city sidewalk, lies a poor, homeless man. He has no house, no savings, no security, and no guarantee of his next meal. Yet, look closely at him. He is wrapped in a thin, tattered blanket, sleeping with absolute, profound tranquility. He isn't tossing and turning. He is experiencing a deep, unbothered peace that the billionaire cannot purchase with all his vast wealth. Watching this exact scene triggers a wave of raw, painful realization inside the wealthy man's soul, turning into deep regret and introspection. He looks at his luxury leather seats and feels a strange, haunting emptiness. He asks himself, I built an empire, I conquered the market, and I achieved everything society told me to chase. So why is a man who owns absolutely nothing sleeping better tonight than I am? This powerful image cracks open the great illusion of our modern civilization. We have been aggressively conditioned to believe that wealth automatically equals peace, and that accumulation is the ultimate antidote to human suffering. But the reality sitting on that concrete sidewalk proves something entirely different. True peace of mind is not a product of external wealth. You can buy the most expensive, luxurious mattress in the world, but you can never buy a single minute of peaceful, undisturbed sleep. To truly understand this invisible psychological gap, we have to dissect what wealth actually does to the human nervous system. In our fast-paced, high-pressure society, we often mistake financial comfort for internal freedom. But the pursuit of extreme wealth often forces a person to trade away their mental stillness. The billionaire in the backseat isn't just carrying a wallet, he is carrying the crushing weight of an empire. He carries the stress of hundreds of employees, volatile market shifts, legal liabilities, constant digital notifications, and the relentless, exhausting anxiety of trying to protect his status. His mind is a non-stop, chaotic corporate battleground that never shuts down, even when the sun goes colibri. His dopamine receptors are completely fried by constant high-stakes decision-making, turning his life into an endless cycle of chronic stress, inner noise, and emotional burnout. On the other hand, look at the man sleeping soundly on the hard pavement. We must not romanticize poverty. Poverty is brutally difficult and filled with painful daily survival challenges. But in this specific, frozen moment of time, the poor man possesses an accidental psychological advantage. He has absolutely nothing left to lose. He doesn't have to check a stock market index before closing his eyes. He isn't worried about corporate backstabbing, wealth taxes, or protecting an artificial social reputation. His world, in all its severe scarcity, is intensely simplified down to the present moment. His mind is entirely free from the heavy golden chains of attachment and overconsumption. The billionaire looks out the window and feels regret because he realizes he has built a magnificent, golden cage for himself. He traded his simple, carefree days for a life of endless accumulation, only to realize that the most valuable things in human existence, peace, stillness, and a quiet mind, are completely free. This profound realization shouldn't make us abandon our ambitions, but it must urgently change the way we live our lives. True success is entirely hollow if it costs you your inner sanity, your emotional wellness, and your ability to be present. If your bank account is expanding but your sleep is shrinking, you are not winning, you are losing. The greatest luxury in the modern world is not a faster car, a larger mansion, or a private jet. The greatest luxury is a quiet, peaceful mind that can rest deeply in any circumstance. We must stop letting the toxic culture of endless comparison dictate our internal worth. We need to actively declutter our minds, disconnect from the frantic digital noise, and intentionally practice the forgotten art of gratitude. True richness is measured by how much peace you possess when you strip away your job title, your wealth, and your social status. The next time you find yourself entirely caught up in the frantic, exhausting rat race of life, take a long pause. Look out the window, take a deep breath, and remember the lesson of the pavement. Reclaim your stillness, protect your mental space, and realize that you don't need to conquer the entire world just to feel complete inside your own skin. True elevation begins when your soul finds peace in the simplicity of being alive. Thank you for watching Daily Elevate. If this perspective struck a chord in your heart today, please subscribe, leave a thoughtful comment, and share this video with someone who needs a reminder to slow down. Keep protecting your peace, prioritize your mental wellness, and keep elevating.